This is Eric. He's working with a new filly, doing some groundwork with her and roping her in the saddle and stuff like that, getting her used to just ponying her around a little bit. That's Merlin right there, Jose's Magnificent Merlin. You can see he's getting really handy, and this is what we're talking about doing with our horses, is getting them really handy so that they're really good riding horses. And he was riding Merlin this morning, and he said after 5 minutes, he goes, he's good. He goes, I just gotta work with him, you know, just like actually do work, because he knows a lot, and he's just really good. And if he kept I don't even know, like practicing with him, he's just gonna get bored and start thinking maybe he's not doing the right thing. Merlin would start thinking like that. So now he's, they're working together. And you heard me say this in maybe some of my other videos, that walking horses, which I have a bunch, and they have a really good what I call work ethic. They really like to work with people, and they don't get sour. Really, they just got a really good attitude. They're kind of like equivalent would be like a border collie in dogs or something, or a good German shepherd, or there's a number of breeds that are like that, where they just really like to work with people, and so I just find that they're really, really good. They just come to work with a smile, kind of thing. And it's unfortunate that a lot of people don't know this. I don't think the association, the Walking Horse Association, the club or whatever, has done them any justice by pursuing the performance horse that they pursued forever, and which now looks like it's going to the wayside. They're banning the pads and the action devices, I think, after this year. I think the Department of Ag is voted on it and moved on it, which I think is good. But still, what goes on with walking horses and a lot of gaited horses in general is people just focus on the gait, and they don't focus on good foundation and good horsemanship skills and riding. And they're missing out, because these walking horses are phenomenal. But if you talk to just a number of trainers across the country who train all sorts of horses, train people's horses, that they bring them, anything from a 2-year-old, 3-year-old up to 16-year-old horse they want to have started or whatever. You start talking to these people about walking horses, they have a really pretty negative view. Even Eric did when he first came here. He said they were stiff, clumsy, not athletic, all this stuff, and he's really changed his mind on it. It's just that they're in the gaited horse tradition of training and horsemanship. They don't really focus on a good foundation, and so they get horses that a walking horse is a good-natured horse, and they are not bronky, and so anyhow, what happens with them is the people get to where they ride them, and then they immediately start working on gait, and they miss all this important stuff, like roping the horse, get them real comfortable with all this kind of stuff, get them calm and relaxed at different speeds, very flexible and all that kind of stuff. And they miss all that. They don't focus on it, and so then they get these horses that race through your hands and are can be kind of even scary to ride sometimes. and real rough, knock the fillings out of your teeth, and then they go to the trainers and say, hey, can you help this horse gait? And then there they go, focus on the gait again, and they miss all this stuff. And unfortunately, when they've gone through that kind of training, if we were to get them, we'd have to untrain them like that. But we really don't do much of that anyway, because like I've said before, we're really my slogan is that we're a different kind of walking horse farm, and we're trying to blaze a trail and show the public how wonderful this breed is and what they can do and how versatile they are. And we start them from the ground up. You know, I've got quite a herd here. We've got 80 horses right now, and a lot of them are growing up. And you know, like I said, I don't flip horses. I get them. They're born here, and we raise them up and train them when they're ready. Oh, we start with the training right away. I mean, but you know, riding them when they're ready. And anyhow, so we're doing something really different, and the horses that we have here that we've started are just phenomenal. They're so smooth to ride, such good-natured horses. They're fun because they've got a real gas pedal. You know, they'll get rolling, but they're such a good-natured horse. I mean, you could ride them, you know, all day, and it's just an absolute joy. Like Eric says, when you've ridden a horse that's been trained in this tradition, you'll never go back, because you just can't believe how fun it is and everything. Yeah, look at. So he's just working with her here. He's just, you know, getting her, you know, accustomed to the rope and stuff, and the halter, and just, you know, sees above her like that. So that's something he's doing, you know, and that'll help her when you're going to go to mount her and stuff. And see, this is good for Merlin too. He's just learning he's nibbling on her.
Yeah, he's got to pay a little better attention to me.
Yeah, I know. See, he was getting a smooch there, you know. So this is his, I think this is his maybe second time he's ponied a horse, you know. So you can see how he's doing really well, you know. Yeah. Look at that. So this is the kind of stuff we do. We just keep working at it, and see he's flipping that rope under her belly like that around her. Just get her used to it. You can do this stuff without a horse. We're just trying to do it with a horse now too. It's kind of you're training two horses at the same time, you know, by this, getting them to be real stable and rock solid, you know. Yeah. See how he's just standing there and listening to Eric. So that's really cool. I mean, this is really useful for, you know, anybody really. You can see. But he's doing really well. I mean, it's just like I said, this is what we're trying to do. Like I'm gonna get some of the horses I'm riding to be able to do this as well. So, but when you can get this, what Eric says all the time is like when you focus yourself on the task that you're trying to accomplish with your horse, it's really good. The horses get better with that than if you're just practicing a maneuver. You know, if you actually put it to use, they can actually they make the connection of why they're learning it. You know, so that's really cool. But I think this is doing really well. Thanks for watching. Should people subscribe? They should. Hey, smash that like button and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching.